Hello everyone, back again with a nice little page in this fun journal that I made. It's just made out of papers, book papers and other kinds of papers that I had lying around, just like this one. We are working in this one with my friend, and we do only prompts in that one that you just saw. So we draw 10 or 11 prompts and then we try to make something out of this. But I really wanted to do some collaging today, and I am searching in my big box of all kinds of miscellaneous papers on the pieces that I like, and I have really no idea. I had collected a few images, as you can see here, that I would like to work with, and I am deciding on where to put the page. um, I normally don't start at the beginning of the book, but just where I like. So I open the book and start there. So I've got these earth images, that beautiful butterfly and some other miscellaneous things, and I collected a few of those papers as well and a few stencils, so decided to work with those and not get anything more while I am creating this page. So I have to do it with the things that I chose. So starting out with filling up the pages with the papers, so just collaging a few bits and pieces here and there, trying to keep it a nice color scheme. I really am into the blue, the black, the gray, and the sea green kind of a feel. So and of course the book papers, I really love book papers, and I'm using them. This is a piece of a very old ledger that I got. It's from 1940s. I really love using those. It's kind of like they wrote down names and dates of people that paid for rent and other things, so they wrote it down. It's in Dutch guilders. It's been a while. So I'm using a piece of paper that I created on the jelly plate and a few pieces that were just papers that I used to put down my excess paints on. So I'm using those as well. I decided not to cover up the whole page, but just put some pieces down here and there. And then just because I like to, no, I don't like it when I do it, but I tend to do too much or overthink, and I really want to not do that this time. So trying some few bits and pieces, but you can see I didn't want to cover it all up, but getting there. But I think that I'm done now with this piece. It's just gluing it down quite well, and use my glue stick again, of course. I thought I was finished, but didn't. Just a little piece. It needed to be done. I don't know why, but it needed to go there. I am doing an earth theme, as you saw, and I thought that the page that I chose to work on was a bit plain, so I wanted to do a little flap. How do you call that? Just a nice little addition to the page. So I just took a piece of paper that matched the size of my book, and I'm just going to create a nice little flap in my page, just covering it up with a piece that I already had left. And this is a tea bag, by the way, that I colored. You can see here, just using what I've got, and if you do it like that, you have a nice little flap. It's not that hard. Just put a little bit of glue on it and it looks nice. just has a little bit of more interest like that. And I wanted to put some text down on that piece there. The black that you see is tissue paper that I colored with black ink. And you see that I'm working on a blotting page as well, so with numbers and paint. And this one I already cut up in pieces and it's looking beautiful. So I really love to do that. And that way you have no leftover paints, you use it all up. So I'm mixing up a green and it's a green from the dilutions, a black from the dilutions, and one from Dina Wakley Media. And I'm mixing them up to create a nice greenish, bluish, grayish color. That matches the pieces that I've already got on my pages. So using this stencil and just going over the pages with a little sponge, you can see it's not opaque, it's a kind of a transparent paint. And I like that because you know that I think we all have that problem that we create a very beautiful background, is just missing something, and then you put too much on it and then the background is not visible anymore. So you had the work but you have no idea what went underneath the paint and other stuff that you put down. So I think that's why I like to keep it as transparent as I can on this page, so I can see the beautiful background that I made. And just here a little bit, make sure that you incorporate that little flap with the pages that you work on, so it looks like it's meant to be there. Using that black, well, it's not a planet, it's how do you call it? I want to say Milky Way, but that's not what I mean. It's a galaxy. That's what I was searching for. So I'm just going to cut it in half and then glue it on there. I have really no idea what I'm doing here because I'm not that good in collage, but I do like pretty pictures and I like putting them together. And it doesn't matter how you do it. If you like it, then it's fine. Why not? So just going to glue down Earth as well. With all the talk about climate change and other things, of course I'm worried about it, but I just don't want to think about it, and putting my head down in the sand like an ostrich and pretend I do things for nature, of course. I love nature, you know that by now, and trying to do as much as I can in and around my house to make sure that it is environmental proof. I don't know how I call it in English, but anyhow, I am conscious of what I'm doing. So that's why I just wanted to make a page about that. So I got this beautiful seagull here, and that nice round, how do you call it, frame, where the gem got out of. I cut it as well I was talking, you see that. And just trying to match it and make it look a little bit pretty. And because the seagull's head is black, it didn't stand out too much or not enough from the galaxy. So that's why I put a piece of a gem, it's jade I think, behind his face. Why not? I can do anything I like with my collage. So I'm just going to glue it down behind his head and then put it down on the page. I really love the way the jade color matches the colors that I've got already on my page. Like that. And I thought, well, okay, with what kind of pieces do I have left? I have that frame. I'm going to put that frame down on my little flap, and I've got this saying. I'm just going to look if I can see where I put it so I can tell you what it says. Let's see, I've got it in my hand now, and it says, "The earth was made so fast that you may travel its open spaces." And then I'm putting down some gesso. Really love that transparent gesso. It's very thin. Just creating a little bit more interest on my page. And I wanted to cover up that black there, but I did really like the way it was looking. So took my stencil again and took some gesso off of that page by just going through that stencil, and it does match the rest of my page. Now I think I'm almost done with this one. Just needed a little bit more. As I said, I didn't want to do too much, and if I overthink things, then in the end I think the page looks ugly. So just trying to keep it as simple as I could. Just a little bit white of Posca pen, of course. And now I'm looking at it, I'm holding it in my hand, and I thought you should put a black layer, edge on the a black line on the edge of your page. Would have been nicer, so I could do that anyway. So here it is, almost. I got these loose words, and I'm trying to do some found poetry, and in the end it says, "My sunshine warm on your shoulders." Okay, found poetry. I needed to, those were just loose words, and I don't want to throw anything away, so that's why I'm using it here. And in mixed media you can do anything you like. Nothing is wrong, you know that. So it doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be liked by others. If you do and you like it yourself, then that should be enough. So going around it with a little pencil and then deciding it was done and finished. So this is it, everyone. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it and you want me to leave me a comment, I would appreciate that, and I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done it. So I will be back next time, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.